How we doing out there? Okay, I'm live. How you doing out there? How you doing? So, like the thumbnail says, and I'm gonna probably post a photo to like officiate it, but I'm participating in that Sony Blackout for a week. Um, I'm gonna be enjoying some Nintendo and maybe doing some reading and some notes and stuff. So for like the entire week I will, so Sunday the 23rd, technically it doesn't start until 7 p.m. tonight, um but your time, and it goes to 7 p.m. on the 30th, so it's a week. No network, no games, no buying anything. I'm not even going to go to the app, the PlayStation app. Not doing it. Not doing it. No disc, no buy. No disc, no buy, right? Are you going to participate in it? How are you feeling about it? I I love media. I love physical media. I love owning something. I'm not even one that will go to like Best Buy as much anymore, just because they've kind of screwed me over. I pre-ordered things. Hey, Mando, it's good to see you. First one in. Yep, mostly definitely will be. Yeah, and I have to check in with this, but apparently Modern Warfare 4 is coming to Switch 2, and I'm really curious about how it would handle. I might actually get it. Um, I'm kind of excited to check it out. I mean, Dustbloods ran super smooth. I played like a couple of matches just to kind of see how it felt, and it was fantastic. So, is that actually happening? Yeah, it is. It's happening. I've already started as of like last night. I'm not even accessing the PlayStation app. I'm not going to the store. I'm not buying anything. I'm not downloading any demos. It's going to be, if you see me live streaming, it'll be from my Switch 2. Um, I might do some offline gameplay, play some more Oblivion remastered. And yeah, and I updated my gaming list. I found out that Control Resonant is not coming out physically on September 24th. It's coming out on October 15th along with Castlevania Belmont's Curse. So there it is. No, I was meaning Modern Warfare is coming to the Switch. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. And there has been some gameplay, some live gameplay, that has been shown, and it's pretty smooth. So I actually haven't checked any of the stores. I haven't checked Amazon or Target. Um, uh, so let me know. Let me know if you can open up a page and check that out. But I don't know if they have it listed yet. And I'm pretty sure they will. I would be very surprised if they didn't show anything at Gamescom opening night live, ONL, on Tuesday at 11 p.m. So I think there's like a 10 a.m. pre-show, but Jeff Keighley's gonna do his thing. I believe in Germany. I think that's where Gamescom is. And so wherever he's live streaming out of, 10 a.m. On Tuesday is opening night live. Gamescom full effect. Wow, that's actually really cool. That's going to be major for the Switch community. It will, but also it's going to give me an opportunity to connect with the community on Nintendo. I have, you're one of the ones that I normally will talk to and stuff and friends with on PlayStation. But if we were able to link up on Switch, that'd be cool too. So I can always, they don't make Nintendo doesn't always make it easy. I can always screenshot or send it to you like later on, and you can get my information on Switch too if you have it, and then I can add you as a friend on Switch too. So um, yeah, I just that's just kind of it, right? So I mean, I have a lot of content coming from PlayStation, and I'm going to be sticking with the PS5 Pro, because now it's like $1,000, and that's like before tax. I remember when it was $699.99. So yeah, you're gonna definitely want to get that console as soon as it's released, because you never know. I mean, I didn't have any anticipation of it like increasing in prices and stuff, but I'm willing to bet, the next Xbox and stuff is going to be super expensive. And you're doing great, by the way, to be consistent and entertaining. Thank you. I didn't live stream yesterday, and I said, and I kind of failed in a way where I said I would deliver a video every day for like a year. But I find that maybe like just like every other day, every couple days, like you're gonna get something. I don't want to wear too thin. I don't want to spread too thin. I don't want the thread, to thin too much to where it almost breaks, if you know what I mean. So I'm passionate about certain subjects and stuff. I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate about physical media, going to an actual place um, to buy it. That's probably not going to happen, at least like where I'm at right now. Maybe eventually, but Amazon and Target are my well, Amazon I can't actually go into to buy a thing, but Amazon is my number one delivery service now, because they're consistent, and I appreciate them, and Target is my primary means for going into a place to buy something. So there you go. They both specialize in kind of different. So like the online orders and stuff, and I picked up some movies and stuff, and I'm adding to my library. I'm holding off on calling things my backlog for negativity, like negative emotions. I'm calling it a library for because it's positive. Walk into a library, you feel good about that. So, building my library. I do have the disc drive on the console, so I won't be watching any movie. Well, I don't know. Like that might be a little different. We'll see. But the only disc drive I have is on the console, but I'm not using it to play games, so I think that's okay. I think that's all right. But just to be safe, I might even unplug and take a photo and send it out on my official YouTube and Twitter page, so you guys can see that. I'm Loud Italian also on Twitter, so check that out. And I post there frequently, and I repost other posts that I recommend, and um, so I'm looking into collaborations. I'm looking into new content. I'm looking into new experiences to kind of like innovate, cover and adapt, and that sort of thing. So that's kind of where I'm at. Um, we're about 9 minutes in, and thank you for joining me, Mando. Thank you out there who continue to support me, Loud Italian, and my channel. And thank you for double clicking on my live stream and not swiping away. Um, I'm kind of holding at 157 subscriptions last time I checked. The watch hours, the qualified Watch hours are increasing. They were like 381 out of 3,000, 3K. So it's interesting that more people are watching. However, the subscriptions haven't increased. I guess one of the first tiers I have to cross, aside from uploading 3 videos in 90 days, is to get 500 subscribers in a year. So hey, how you doing out there, Tyrese Rogers? The Guy Sports Channel waiting room. That's funny. How you doing? Are you participating in that blackout, that Sony blackout? Do you have any friends or family or kids that are participating in that blackout, the no dis no buy movement? I'm kind of surprised. I didn't see anyone out there with signs, on bridges and stuff saying, remember the blackout, right? Like I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised I didn't see any advocates for that stuff, right? Holding the signs on the street corners and on the islands when you're at a busy intersection, or like the overpasses on a freeway. Um, but maybe later on, I don't know, maybe I'm in the wrong area for that, but I would imagine they have that somewhere. Um, you know, as much as I love to see John 3:16 painted everywhere, I wouldn't mind seeing the blackout thing, you know. And it's a shame. It really is, because I supported Sony since the inception, the 1994. Um, and I was never really into Xbox, and I went to Nintendo. I've been Nintendo fan since day one. I mean, grew up with it. So, they continue to deliver, and they understand the value of having both, digital and physical. And I love those cards. I mean, it's proven anything that people want that more than ever, especially when everything's printed on the cartridge, and it's not a key card, and it's not a license. I don't want to have, like, I don't want to buy something and then not own it. And I'm kind of conflicted about the Grand Theft Auto 6 thing. I went to my brother and sister-in-law's house last night and celebrated my mother-in-law's birthday. And we all got together, and I was kind of tired. I went after work, had a good time. But one of the conversations with my brother-in-law and I was like, man, like, he was like really excited to check out Grand Theft Auto 6, and he's interested in it and stuff. And I was like, because of the gameplay that he's seen, and he's just like, everything looks so real, and you got to fill up your gas tank if gas runs out. I've seen the video with the guy washing his car, the lady on the construction site, the guy looking like off of on in the distance on a ship and seeing a storm on the horizon. I mean, that stuff looks great. I like that. I love that. I like seeing that stuff. But I'm having difficulties accepting, like, if anything, it would be like a digital purchase, because I find no value in owning a box and having a code in there. It kind of reminds me of a fortune cookie, right? When you open up a fortune cookie and you get that ribbon, you get that little slice of paper in there, and it has that little message. They don't do that with the. I mean, maybe if they had that with the game, and they had something in there, but like, I'm so, like, just kind of, I'm not quite over it yet, but like, and I want to kind of hold on to the hope, that physical media, and maybe they'll walk back some of their ideas and stuff. But I feel like they've already made their decision. They've already, like, grounded their feet. They position themselves on the battlefield, and they're just waiting for the enemies to advance. So so moving forward, just to let you know, give you context and kind of like what's happening uh, in the future, now into the future, so because I like to be a man of a plan. Um, fail to plan, you plan to fail, that sort of thing, right? Moving forward, Nintendo primary, looking into Xbox, the next Xbox, not the one that's out now, but the next one that's coming, to kind of see where they're at and how they feel about that, and whether or not they have a physical disk drive. Never thought I would support Xbox, but here we are. You know, things happen. You have to adapt. You have to innovate. You have to adapt, right? Like Navy SEALs do. So, um, it was, that's kind of where I'm at. So primary console Nintendo, secondary with that, hopefully the next generation experience still. With Xbox, and and Sony is just kind of be the PS5 Pro, and that's it, and just rock that. I guess that'll be my tertiary console. So there you go. Primary Nintendo, secondary Xbox, and tertiary Sony. So yeah, the Blackout. So I'm participating in it, and I'm gonna unplug, and I'll send a photo after I work today. It's a Sunday. It's my Thursday, day 3 or 4 of my 20-hour fast. So things are working out at work. I'm having a good time with my got a couple of new, not necessarily, well, I got a newer hire, and then we got another guy who came over to our department, and they're doing well. I'm proud of them. Today's going to be the first day to really see what they've learned, to apply what they've learned. One of them asks questions, and another one really is doing things, and he's trying. So I'm providing a good climate and a good environment for these people to thrive. And I'm not in a management position. I'm not a supervisor. I'm not in that that upper echelon of in moving up in the ranks. But you kind of have to be that person, right? You have to innovate and adapt, and you've got to cover and conceal and move, right? You got to, so it's the same thing, applying battlefield concepts in real everyday scenarios at work. And so I'm always trying to innovate. I'm always trying to adapt. I'm always trying to refine my craft, get better. And I want my guys to be better than me. So whatever I can do for that to happen, I shall do it. If I have to sweat some more, I'll do it. If I have to sacrifice my break, I will do it. I will do what needs to be done, because that's the person that I am. That's what I believe. So, and I'm not above my own ideals, my own principles, and my own, standards. I'm a man that leads by example. If I give you my word, I'm bound by that word. So there you go. You know, handshake, a word and a handshake. That's really all a man has. So, got to make sure it's concrete. People can trust you. So, yeah, that's kind of it. That's all I have. We're 18 minutes in. We got one person in here, and we have maybe two. We got one like. I was talking about the Sony Blackout, and and I'm and just to kind of like transition just a little bit to kind of cover what I'm gonna be getting into. Blood of the Dawn Walker on the 3rd of September, Onimusha on the 4th of September, Wolverine on the 15th of September, Fire Emblem Fortune Weave on the 17th, Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter on the 17th. I'll probably be playing Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter on Switch 2 this time, because I played through the first one on PS5. So I'm going to be checking it out on the Switch 2. It's all imprinted on the card. It's not a key card or anything. So that's one that I will actually own. And I can also relax. So my wife's reading next to me. I can have the console on. We're looking into kind of a screen situation to where, like, if I'm playing on in a docked mode situation, I'll be able to like live stream it for everyone, for you, my viewer, for myself, enjoyment and stuff. When it's on my beautiful LG C6 OLED, the 42-inch that I have. So, which will be paid off by December, which I'm excited. It's a great TV. I love it. And not so much the advertisements and stuff. I turned those off. I disabled those. I'm not interested in that. So um, I would really love them to kind of like change up the web OS to kind of make it a little bit more user or player friendly. Um, so what can you do, right? It has a lot of good pros. There's a lot of green check marks in the pros and the cons. Silent Hill Townfall, I'm very excited for. First in the series to have a first person mode. Silent Hill 2, I want to check out on the 1st of September, right? Silent Hill, the S share is inside the inside September for that letter S, right? So Silent Hill September. I still have Silent Hill F, and I want to check out Townfall. I'm very excited. I saw that 20-minute gameplay demo from Konami, and that was fantastic. I was excited, so be looking forward to that. Control Resonant has moved forward in the timeline to the 15th of October, so that's fine. Gonna try to get the Steelbook edition, but if I don't, hey, what can you do? I'm gonna have that delivered hopefully by either Target or Amazon, primarily Amazon, just because they're consistent and they're a little bit more professional, and I don't have any issues. So I'm gonna do business with people that are professional and deliver on the if you pre-order something, it's supposed to be guaranteed for you, and then they can send it to you, and it's always better to get it like the day of instead of a couple days later. But I mean, what can you do, right? You have to have your expectations in line with a grain of salt, that sort of thing. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Definitive Edition, excited for on the 1st of October. Castlevania Belmont's Curse, very, very, very fond of Castlevania. I love Castlevania. Always fans of Dracula and movies and stuff like that. So I've always loved it. That's on the 15th of October, and then Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 on the 23rd of October. So that's as far out as I have. I got a library, a lot of experiences to share. Very happy to go with it. First playthroughs coming in hot, and so or mild. So there you go. And I'm okay. I'm okay with the 40 frames a second for Blood of the Dawnwalker, for the tone, for the world, for the immersion. As long as things are firing in all cylinders, I don't think I don't need to have it to set more than 60 frames or unlocked or whatever. Maybe if they add an update later, but I don't feel like that's super important. What I've seen so far is great. I loved it. One day I was watching Cohen, the main character in that game, just kind of walking around, and I was like I was doing clothes and laundry that day on my day off. It was great. I didn't think about the frame per second one time. I didn't. So as long as it's stable, as long as it doesn't freeze on me, as long as it doesn't shut down and I have to reboot it. I mean, I'm having a good time with Oblivion Remastered on Switch 2. I'm loving that game. And I just got a bow with like a fire. It's like a fire bow, like with the arrows and stuff, and I don't have to light it on fire. I haven't even tried to do that yet, but I'm level 5 in that game, and I'm loving it, and I can't wait to have it more on the bigger screen. My hands kind of fell asleep. You ever play like console, like a handheld mode, and you're laying back, right, and you're relaxed, and you got your spouse next to you, and she's reading or whatever, or he's reading, and then your hands fall asleep, and you gotta kind of position yourself. So that happened to me. And I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time in the handheld mode. I'm having a good time in the docked mode. And I'm really excited for Duskbloods. I participated in the network test from Software's game. There's a lot of people who don't know about that game, and it's fantastic. It was like I was checking I was curious, like what frames per second is this, right? Because it's super smooth. It's Nutella smooth. 120 frames. I got the the fourth round in that, because there's rounds, I guess. And I got to the fourth round and I placed second. And I remember there was two other hunters that were out there, and they were kind of teaming up, and they were trying to take me down, and we were zipping around the battlefield. That was fun. I had a great time with that. I felt like I was like inside like a Dragon Ball Z scenario. It was fantastic. I loved that. And so the world was beautiful. The music was beautiful. It felt like Bloodborne. It was fantastic. I loved it. And I can't wait to play more. I don't need to play any more of the network test. I'm sold. And I think I'll do the survey and then get one of those wallpapers, the cover for that. So, and I might even make that as my desktop background on my console, because I do need to work on my thumbnails. I do need to do that, and I'm having a good time with that. So I think during the blackout, I'll try to refine and get better at creating that. And I will say that I will get better at those thumbnails and the titles, because that's what you see first. That's my business. That's my brand, right? So I want to represent, and I want to be the best I can be. So I'm going to get better, and I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me, Tyrese and Mando, and anyone else out there who double clicked on my live stream. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm grateful. I hope you're feeling great today. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. And enjoy yourself. And I hope to catch you in the next one. Like, subscribe, enable notifications, to ring that bell. And that's kind of it. I mean, we covered, to sum everything up, we covered the blackout. We covered games I'm going to be covering. We covered how I felt about, what consoles I'm going to be supporting moving forward now into the 2028 and on. And the network test for the blackout. So that's kind of it. I covered everything, and I was under 30 minutes. So I think I might be getting better at time management too. So as always, I'm consistent, and I'm going to go to in real life, IRL, participate in providing a world-class service, and raising expectations for my members, and making sure that we have the best products possible, because I won't stand for anything less than that. So thank you. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. I see you. I hear you. I value you, to cover it all. And this isn't goodbye. It's see you later, because goodbye is something you say to someone you don't want to see again. I'm going to say see you later. Never goodbye. I hope you have a beautiful day. Like, subscribe, enable notifications, and ring that bell. Hope to catch you in the next